Have you ever wondered just how many erasers you go through during your years in school? Believe it or not, the average student uses more than 100 erasers before they even graduate. That's right, over 100. Imagine a pile of all those erasers stacked together. It's a surprising number, but when you think about all the homework, quizzes, and doodles, it starts to make sense. That's a lot of mistakes, and a lot of learning too. Every erased mark is a sign of trying, correcting, and improving. But did you know there's actually a lot of science behind every single eraser you use? Erasers might look simple, but their journey from raw material to your pencil case is anything but ordinary. It's a process filled with chemistry, engineering, and even a bit of history. From the first idea of erasing pencil marks to the modern erasers we use today, there's a fascinating story behind each one. Have you ever stopped to wonder where erasers actually come from? Most people haven't. We just pick them up, use them, and toss them aside without a second thought. We grab them, rub out a mistake, and move on with our day. But if you pause for a moment, you'll realize that behind every eraser is a fascinating story waiting to be discovered. From the factory floor to your backpack, erasers go through an incredible journey. Each one is carefully designed, tested, and packaged before it ever reaches your hands. Erasers are everywhere. At home, in classrooms, in offices, and even in art studios. They're a small but essential part of our daily lives, helping us fix mistakes and start fresh, no matter where we are. But how do they get from a rubber tree or a bustling factory all the way to your desk? The answer involves a mix of nature, technology, and a lot of teamwork. Let's take a journey through time and into the heart of the factory to find out how erasers are made, tested, and perfected for everyday use. Get ready to discover the science, history, and engineering that go into every eraser. From the chemistry that makes them work, to the quality checks that ensure they're just right, there's a lot more to erasers than meets the eye. By the end of this journey, you'll never look at an eraser the same way again. You might even appreciate the humble eraser a little bit more every time you fix a mistake. Erasers are very important. They might seem small and simple, but their impact is huge. Every day, millions of people around the world rely on erasers to help them correct mistakes, improve their work, and express their creativity. Whether you're in a classroom, an office, or an art studio, erasers are always close at hand, quietly supporting our efforts. Almost everyone uses them, from students and teachers to artists and office workers. In classrooms, erasers help students learn without fear of making mistakes. In offices, they keep important documents neat and tidy. Artists use them to perfect their sketches and bring their visions to life. Even teachers rely on erasers to keep chalkboards and whiteboards clean for the next lesson. Can you imagine drawing, writing, or doing math without being able to fix a mistake? Without erasers, every error would be permanent, making it much harder to learn, create, or communicate. The simple act of erasing gives us the freedom to experiment, to try new things, and to improve our skills without worrying about messing up. There are many kinds of erasers. Walk into any stationery store and you'll see a rainbow of erasers in all shapes and sizes. Some are designed for specific tasks, while others are just fun to collect or use. Some are pink and rectangular, like the ones at the end of pencils. These classic erasers are a staple in schools and offices everywhere, always ready to fix a quick mistake. Others are white, shaped like animals or stars, or even kneaded and stretchy for art. Some erasers are made just for fun, coming in the shapes of favorite animals, foods, or cartoon characters. Kneaded erasers are especially popular with artists because they can be molded into any shape and used to create special effects in drawings. There are big erasers for blackboard chalk and tiny ones for technical drawing. Chalkboard erasers help teachers keep their boards clean, while small, precise erasers are perfect for architects and engineers who need to erase tiny details. Each eraser has a special job. Some are made for erasing pencil, others for ink, and some for cleaning whiteboards or chalkboards. Factories carefully design and test erasers to make sure they work perfectly for their intended purpose. Pencil erasers help you change your homework. They let you fix math problems, rewrite sentences, or correct spelling errors, making learning less stressful and more enjoyable. Ink erasers can fix pen marks. These special erasers are designed to remove ink from paper, giving you a second chance even when you use a pen. Artists use kneaded erasers to lighten dark spots or make highlights. By shaping the eraser, they can erase with precision, adding depth and detail to their artwork. Some erasers are even made for cleaning dry erase boards. These keep classrooms and meeting rooms ready for new ideas, making it easy to start fresh every time. Without erasers, small mistakes would stay on the page forever. Imagine how frustrating it would be to see every error you ever made, with no way to fix it. Erasers give us the power to correct, improve, and move forward. Thanks to erasers, we can try again and learn from our errors, making them a tool for creativity and confidence. They remind us that mistakes are just part of the process, and that every new attempt brings us closer to success. So next time you pick up an eraser, remember, it's more than just a school supply. It's a symbol of second chances, learning, and the freedom to create without fear. Long ago, people used strange things to erase pencil marks. They tried breadcrumbs, wax, and even bits of rough stone. Nothing worked very well. The world needed a better eraser. In 1770, an Englishman named Edward Nairn found that a sticky gum from rubber trees could erase pencil marks. This gum was called natural rubber. It worked much better than bread or wax, but it was still sticky and smelly. The real breakthrough came in 1839. An American named Charles Goodyear discovered vulcanization. He heated natural rubber with sulfur, making it strong, stretchy, and perfect for erasing. This new rubber did not rot or smell bad. After vulcanization, erasers became popular all over the world. Factories started making them in many shapes and colors. Today, erasers are made with even more science and technology. When you pick up a modern eraser, you might think it's just a simple piece of rubber. But in reality, erasers are the result of careful engineering and a blend of specialized ingredients, each chosen for a specific purpose. Gone are the days when erasers were made from natural rubber alone. Today's erasers are a marvel of material science, designed to be more effective, durable, and user-friendly than ever before. Let's take a closer look at what actually goes into making an eraser. Factories start with a mix of smart ingredients, each with a unique job to do. These ingredients are carefully measured and combined to create the perfect erasing tool. The main ingredient is usually a type of synthetic rubber or plastic. Common choices include styrene butadiene rubber, which is flexible and tough, or vinyl, which is soft and easy to mold. These materials are chosen because they're not only easy to shape into different eraser forms, but they also resist drying out and cracking over time, making the eraser last longer. During manufacturing, these base materials are heated and shaped into the familiar eraser forms we all recognize. The process ensures that each eraser is smooth, uniform, and ready for use. To make erasers soft and pleasant to use, factories add oils and plasticizers. These ingredients act like conditioners, keeping the eraser flexible and preventing it from becoming brittle. They also help the eraser glide smoothly across the paper, making erasing feel effortless. Thanks to these additives, erasers don't crack or crumble with age. Instead, they stay smooth and effective, even after months or years, in your pencil case. Another key ingredient is the filler. Factories often use materials like calcium carbonate or pumice. These fillers give the eraser its gentle abrasiveness, which is what actually lifts pencil marks off the paper. Without these, the eraser wouldn't be able to scrub away graphite as effectively. The right balance of fillers ensures that the eraser removes pencil marks cleanly, without damaging the paper. It's this careful mix that gives erasers their signature cleaning power. Color is another important aspect. Factories use safe, non-toxic dyes and pigments to give erasers their familiar pink, white, blue, or even rainbow hues. These colors aren't just for looks. They can also help users identify different types of erasers for different tasks. Some erasers go a step further, adding fun extras like glitter or fragrance. These special touches make erasers more appealing, especially for kids, and can even turn a simple school supply into a collectible item. Of course, safety is always a top priority. Every ingredient used in erasers must be tested and approved to ensure it's safe for people to handle, especially since erasers are often used by children. In the end, it's the careful combination of all these parts, synthetic rubber or vinyl, oils, fillers, colors, and sometimes even glitter or scent, that makes erasers clean, smooth, and ready for action every time you need to fix a mistake. Making erasers is kind of like making bread. First, the factory workers pour all the ingredients, rubber or plastic, oils, fillers, and color, into a giant mixer. The mixer squashes, stirs, and blends everything into a thick, soft dough. Next, this dough is pressed and rolled into big, flat sheets, or long rods. Machines keep the dough flat and even, sort of like rolling out cookie dough. Sometimes, the dough is pressed into special molds that give the eraser its shape. Now, the warm, soft eraser dough needs to cool down. Workers move it to cool rooms or special water baths. Cooling helps the eraser become firm and easy to cut. After cooling, machines cut the dough into small blocks or bars. These are the erasers you see in stores, but, the journey isn't over yet. Have you ever seen an eraser with two colors? The pink side erases pencil, and the blue side is for ink. These dual-color erasers are made with extra science and skill. To make a two-color eraser, the factory mixes two separate doughs, one pink and one blue. Each dough has different fillers. The blue part often contains tiny grains of pumice or sand. This makes it rough enough to try to erase ink. The two doughs are pressed tightly together side by side. Special machines roll and shape the doughs into long two-color bars. Workers must be careful so the colors stick together and do not break apart. Finally, the bars are cut into small erasers. Each piece has a pink end for pencil and a blue end for ink, ready to tackle any mistake. After cutting, erasers still need more work. The edges can be rough or uneven. To fix this, factories use special machines to tumble, file, or polish the erasers until they are smooth and soft to touch. Many erasers get stamped or printed with a brand name, logo, or fun design. Some erasers have paper sleeves or wrappers to keep them clean. Others are packed into sets or boxes for school and art supplies. Shapes matter too. Round, square, or animal-shaped erasers start as a basic block but are then trimmed by machines or even hand-finished for cool designs. Shaping is part science, part art. At last, the erasers are packed and shipped all over the world. They're now ready to help you fix mistakes and create something new. But how do erasers actually work? When you write with a pencil, tiny pieces of graphite stick to the paper. The graphite is soft and sits on top of the paper fibers. When you rub an eraser over the pencil mark, the rubber grabs onto the graphite. Because the eraser is a little sticky and rough, it picks up the graphite and some paper fibers. The pencil mark disappears, and little bits of eraser are left behind. The filler inside the eraser helps scrub away the graphite, while the oil makes the eraser move smoothly. If you rub too hard or use the wrong eraser, you might tear the paper. So, every time you erase, you're using science. Erasers don't just make marks vanish, they lift and trap them with a mix of chemistry and friction. Next time you erase a mistake, remember the journey that little tool has taken. From rubber trees to factory machines, and from sticky sap to smooth, bright blocks, erasers are full of hidden science and engineering. They are more than just school supplies, they're proof that even simple things can be amazing. Without erasers, we might be afraid to try new things or fix our errors. Thanks to erasers, learning is easier and more fun. Think about all the steps: mixing, shaping, smoothing, and branding. Each step uses clever ideas and careful work. Erasers may be small, but their story is huge. So the next time you wipe away a pencil mark, smile. You're holding a tiny piece of science in your hand.